creep at night. They stalk at night. They're the rats.
Rats, 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 rats.
That's Bo's intro's poem.
No, that was last intro's poem.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys remember that one?
Nope.
Well, okay then. So, summary of last time. Kyle wakes up to see the blue-gray person in a purple dress, and he follows her through a couple weird situations that allude to him being asleep. The woman knows him by name and is familiar with Sala, but this is the first time that she and Sala have met. Kyle says he eventually says that he doesn't remember anything, and she starts to freak out, and then she starts to scream in the exact same voice as shush 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 shush. Then she starts to laugh and realizes that Kyle doesn't actually have his memory. She tells him to finish their job and deal. He gets his tattoo powers back, and she says to go to the big city to get to the caves, which you won't miss the entrance to. Then you guys go through your battle. The little rat was in the center of the room with the big brain on it that was exposed to the area.
I'm the brain rat who makes all of the rules.
And Mitchell killed that one on his first turn.
These are just some of my favorite things.
We then also... Oh, the other rats were warded off by Chris throwing the potion of stink into the tunnel.
Yes. Oh my god. Probably the biggest brain play of the night.
And you guys were able to get Kyle and Madison out of the black ooze, and they awoke from sleep. And that is where we start. But before we start, I have a poem to allude to my plans for tonight.
Oh boy.
Now columns arise, and black reproach triumphant croaks aloud in joyful claps. Her raven wing insulations vile, and slanderous spring from pestilential breath, and tongues thrice dipped in hell, contagion foul steams from the infernal furnace, hot and fierce, and spreads the infectious flume over her flame. Then each unworthy, ignominious fool, each female basilisk with forky sting, and outwardly seeming heart unmeaning tear, chin deep in malice shoot their bitter darks of mockery, derision, adding sly. Tith invidious wink, the mean, contemptuous leer, and flouting grin, and pathetically scornful. Nor less this insidious knave, supremely dull, mixture of mockery, crocodile, and mole, yet as stupid as the ostrich, donkey, and owl, in high rudence of typhotic rage, with harsh stertorn tone, disdainful, flings unmerited reflections, vehement, long, nonsensical, and noisy, vain he struts with domineering insolence replete, and lordly tramples on distances in anguish.
I didn't understand like half of those words.
All I understood was bad vibes.
Yeah.
Bubble, bubble, toil, and trouble.
This is Mary Latter Soliloquy the 16th. Because I feel like I should share the names of the poems.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you all wake up. Well, Kyle and Madison wake up. You thought. it appears that Madison is still asleep.
There's a little bit of ooze stuck on her still.
I cast fireball.
No ooze remains on her, but she does not wake. And you are
That's
unsure
problematic.
why.
I cast fireball.
A boss. You have 1 level of exhaustion because you feel as if you did not get any sleep.
It's a tired boy. Wait, is Kyle
I...
here? Mr. Lizard. Oh, did you check? Oh, he is here. Okay.
okay. Kyle, you did not get enough sleep from being in your dream realm, completely exhausted, yada yada. You have 1 level of exhaustion. This leads to, what is the effect?
Crabbiness?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Crabbiness.
Perfect.
So to get rid of levels of exhaustion, you have to take long rests. So
Just woke up.
Thankfully, it's just skill checks for now. But yeah, exhaustion builds up and becomes bad with a capital A.
at the 6th layer of exhaustion is death.
Yeah, you just straight
You
up
just fucking die.
Okay.
Pretty great.
fall asleep and you don't get back up. So let's make sure you get a nap in at some point soon.
No.
But I imagine his exhausted face is being disturbed to some slight degree because having managed to remove the horrifying slime monster from the 2 of them, I think Sidman is like trying to like either slap them awake or he's got like some sort of smelling salt, some sort of like ammonia crap that he's trying to make them smell to wake them up. And so, boss, your lizard sense of smell is probably pretty offended at the moment, but it's for the greater good.
Puts him closer to the mouth of the cave where the stink is coming from.
Oh gosh. You know what? Honestly, the smelling salts are probably sweeter than that stink bomb, so. Wake up, sleepyhead! We're not out of this cave yet! Slap, slap.
Slap, slap, slap.
Clap, clap, clap.
I make a bite to him.
I preserve my fingers by any means necessary.
What happened?
Well, I was hoping you'd be able to fill us in a little bit on that, seeing as you and Solid disappeared in the night, kidnapped by psychic rats and slimes.
What are you talking about? We were just sleeping, or at least I was.
Do you usually sleep in cave? Well, I actually no. Don't answer that. I think I know the answer. How? Why are you down here?
Where are we?
Well, we're beneath the building. We found a hatch. Was it in Sala's room? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we followed it down and found you in the clutches of these rodents. And I point at the mangled corpses of the dozens and dozens of rats that we had to squish in order to free our comrades. But I don't think this was all of them. We kind of sort of used one of the stink bombs to keep back what may or may not have been a massive horde. So if you feel like if you want to take the time to pick these guys up, go nuts. Hey, vote we run. Okay.
What was that, Kyle?
He's
taking one.
Right.
Just biting into it.
Fair enough.
One of the normal ones, or
or
the one
whatever's
with
close
the
to
big
me.
brain?
The one that's closest to me. So
Okay,
let you
probably a normal one.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well,
Madison just got back, by the way, so she'll be joining us soon.
Awesome.
what happened? Last time, what? I was in my bed, or the bed upstairs at least.
Yeah, at some point you were, but that obviously changed. Whatever. If you don't have any answers for us, then we ought to just go find them.
I just had a weird dream.
Hey, who's watching the mouth of the cave? Is the stink still there?
You
Stink
were
is
there.
still there.
Uh, what's Madison's character's name?
You
again?
were there, and you were there.
I was about
Sala.
to. Sala was there, but none of you guys are there. It's weird.
Yeah, dreams are a bunch of psychological mumbo jumbo. Forget about it. I'm sure it meant absolutely nothing.
There was this lady. She told us that we had to finish the job. My
The
character
job?
starts, my character starts getting anxious.
I
was
turn
like,
back and I look at Ty Lane and I raise an eyebrow.
Tyler shrugs back. Guess
Like-
as good as mine.
we were on a, we were on a mission to kill all of them. How
The
they're all
rats?
evil? I don't think so. She said go to the city.
The city? Okay, so your dream lady says to move to the big city and get an office job or somewhat. So what? We're surrounded by rats. It's not important right now.
All right.
I can't lift Sala's body on my own. Somebody help me lug it up onto the ape.
Like pick her up and throw her onto the ape again. I guess.
Yeah, we strap Madison to the robot and.
We start walking. Or
Oh no!
So you guys are just walking out the way you came in,
I
through the stench.
We're gonna like go up to the stench and make sure there's not like a wall of rats on the other side.
So getting closer to the stench.
Who's sneaky here? Actually,
me, sort of.
have fun.
Aren't you a cleric?
He's a
And
trickery
a
cleric.
7-foot
A trickery
lizard?
cleric.
Okay.
Yep.
This is his job.
Oh, I just woke up from and I'm exhausted. And you want me to go do work? God, guys.
Yeah, he has a point. Wait. Tanelia, look at you. You're so stealthy I barely even remembered you were there. Why don't you do it?
I will touch Tanelia on the back and use Blessing of the Trickster on them
Holy shit, I forgot that existed.
and just push them forward.
Doesn't that just like give flat advantage to all stealth checks or something?
You can touch a willing creature other than yourself to give advantage on stealth checks. The blessing lasts for 1 hour or until you use it on another. So, yep.
So you get like one advantage roll out of it?
And I'm just
wait.
clutching my head.
Wait, does it say until you use it for the skill check or until you use the blessing on someone else?
Until you use this feature again.
Okay, so Chris, enjoy your hour of advantage stealth.
Fuck yeah, dude. Wait, where am I stealthing to? Sorry, I was
Through the
dude,
stink
yeah.
bomb!
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, does stealth block my nose? Is that how that works?
Not at all, but it protects you from rats!
I thought the rats ran away from the stink bomb. Are they just in it?
I don't know, that's why we're sending you.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well,
So Chris is going in first.
I guess so.
I'll keep
Alright.
trying to wake up the tiefling.
So Chris,
So I have advantage on this stealth check?
you have advantage on your stealth check. Yes.
Oh, cool. I have nothing in stealth. Sweet.
So
17. I rolled a 5 and a 17. So.
okay.
Can you add anything to that, or is it just it?
I don't
If you
have
didn't-
any
if you had anything in
proficiency in
stealth, yeah.
stealth.
But
I'm assuming I don't add dex modifier or anything.
You do. It's a
Oh, I
dexterity
do?
skill. Yeah.
The-
Sneak.
So it'll be 18 then.
On your character sheet, did you already add where it says stealth? Like
It should
plus
it should have a
something?
bonus including your dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
next
not.
to the stealth.
It's not checked though. Is the thing.
So
Oh.
you don't get proficiency. You just
Yeah, I
get
don't-
your ability modifier. The proficiency
Yeah,
is
I don't get the
flat-
proficiency. I just get the dex modifier, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just +1 then.
Okay. So that would be an 18.
Yes.
And you had advantage because of the spell?
Yeah, I rolled a 5 and a 17 +1, 18. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
He's got to get through the stank.
What do I fucking roll for Constitute? Or what do I...
So Constitution is not a skill; it is a saving throw. So it's up above. It's just
Yeah.
straight up your Constitution
Constitution.
modifier,
Gotcha.
potentially your proficiency modifier. If
Oh, no. 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Get stank on,
So
dude.
you start waddling through the cloud. In this case, you're actually crawling on your belly to get through. And you're making your way through, and you're crawling, and you see on your left and on your right, there's a couple dead rats,
Oh.
Okay.
and they
Nice.
have massive brains. And you just keep on crawling. You don't have
Okay.
time to worry about this. You're holding your breath, and then you're still crawling. You can't breathe. Suddenly, you are overwhelmed, and you must breathe. As
Uh-oh.
soon as you breathe in, this gas starts to scorch your lungs.
Nice.
It is that stenchy.
I am so sorry.
Nice. And I was already
You
at
take-
low health. Nice.
5 damage.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nice.
What's your health at, bud?
Well, now it's at 24.
Oh.
You are able to make it into that small little room on the other side. If you walk up the stairs a little bit, you won't have to deal with the smell anymore.
Okay. I mean, obviously that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And then if you yell, you can talk to the others.
We should be able to shout back and forth across this. In fact, I think Sidman is like tapping his foot anxiously, waiting for a response, or like
No
a report,
response.
rather. He's tempted to. I'm tempted to shout and just be like, "Is there anything over there?"
You just hear me coughing and hacking on the other side.
You're just retching. There goes breakfast.
I think with that fucking 5, I think I definitely did puke my guts out on the other side.
Probably, unfortunately, but hey, you'll get over it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, do we receive a report?
I mean, yeah. After I thought you would have a response to hearing me coughing and hacking. So.
Oh no,
I was
Sidman
waiting
doesn't
for-
want to give up your position. He's
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's clear. I think. Just don't breathe.
That's a little more difficult than you make it sound.
Just don't breathe.
No, I can't hold my breath that long. My lungs are tiny. Let me think. Sidman starts pacing back and forth, trying to figure out how the hell he's gonna
Does
avoid.
your robot have like a blower mod on it or something?
Maybe I need to consider investing.
Tylane, why don't you? Oh wait, no, not Tylane. Yeah, it's Tylane.
What about me?
Why don't
Hello?
you go next?
I
Go
mean,
nuts.
it's just stink. How bad could it be? We should all just rush through, maybe.
You
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
also
Tear
need
off
to
the
get
Band-Aid.
Sala's
I need
body
to check
through.
my inventory.
Oh,
The April carry Sala. She'll be fine. You know, the stink won't. Well, maybe it'll wake her up
Right.
even.
I have an idea. I need to think.
Think. Brain blast.
while he's thinking, I'm just gonna go.
I don't think I have anything that's
Kyle?
gonna help us with this. So yeah, fuck it.
Yep.
Are you going to take a deep breath in?
Yeah, I should be fine.
You take a deep breath in, and then being a lizard folk, you are able to hold your breath for, I think, 10 minutes?
Sidman?
Holy shit!
No,
15.
15 minutes. Sorry.
Sidman,
Yes.
do you have wax?
Let me see. Almost certainly, yes. Let me. I pull a little pouch from my belt and like reach my arm shoulder deep into it, kind of like looking up away from the bag, scrunching up my face, trying to find something. Aha! And I pull out like a like 3/4 melted candle. But this do.
Yes. And I grab it and I break part of it off and I start rolling it in my hand and I stuff it up my nose.
Oh.
You know, maybe I should have told you where that. Never mind.
And I just triumphantly march on through whilst holding my breath.
All right. Make a roll at advantage.
I think Sidman is gonna bite
A
the bullet and do
Constitution
the
saving
same.
throw.
I'm gonna roll
I-
in.
I'm not rolling in Dice Tower because fuck that, dude.
Oh,
It
shoot, where are my dice?
destroys me every
There
time.
they are. Does the wax trick give advantage? You said.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a 20 and a 17 before modifiers, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that's
Yep.
probably gonna get it.
Yep.
What is
There goes my good
modifier?
roll for the night.
My modifier is a 0, and I rolled a 15 and a 5.
Nice.
Luckily, that was advantage, not disadvantage.
Yeah.
You pass through and are able to make it to the stairs. Chris, what is your
Hey.
dog's?
Oh, just
I don't
shove a
wanna deal with
bag
them.
over its head, man.
Fucking vomiting dog.
Fuck.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Okay, all right, hang on.
Your dog has
That's
a plus
not
1.
bad actually. Fucking, we're just gonna have her sprint through it, I guess.
Oh, poor puppy.
So she only has a roll because none of you filled her nose with wax.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be too happy about that.
Maddie made it.
You're late.
Oh, thank God,
Yeah.
19. Okay, cool.
All right,
Fair
she
enough.
makes it through.
The doggo is okay. Thank God.
Fuck.
All right. So we make it out of the stench cave section.
Wait, where's Maddie in all this now?
Madison
Is she just
on-
waking up?
on the
She's
back of
just
the ape.
waking up.
Madison
Oh
wakes up
my
in
God.
complete darkness, but you have night vision, so you can see.
Yeah,
Hey.
Maddie, you're on the back of the robot.
And it's currently starting to walk upstairs.
a faint stench lingers in your nostrils.
This is pleasant.
Don't lie to me. It was engineered otherwise.
So, Madison, you missed the little section where everyone had to make Constitution saving throws,
Oh,
except for Kyle,
Congratulations on not
because
vomiting.
he could hold his breath.
Let's see.
let me just find my dice.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to because you were completely unconscious.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
But she'd
Yeah.
still be breathing whatever. Fuck it.
So
No, it is
Sidman,
my headcanon that the smell woke her up.
Sidman,
Okay.
where did this
Gotcha.
wax come from?
Well, it's not. It came from a store back a couple.
No. You know what I mean.
Trust me, it's better off if you don't know. It won't hurt you in reasonable amounts of time. Don't worry. The lingering effects, though, it's a problem for later.
Well, it's later now.
Not later enough.
I'm
Don't worry, it won't
fucking punt you,
metastasize for at least a couple of decades.
midget.
A couple of decades.
So I want to do a little summary for Madison. Last session, you were in the dream world with Kyle.
Mhm.
You met the bluish gray lady who Kyle knew, and she knew you, but this was your first time meeting her, which is weird. You guys fought the door monster, as Jared puts it.
Yeah.
Valid.
And then now you are waking up.
All right.
Yeah.
Where have these
So I'm
rats
eating ramen.
gone, anyways? Yeah.
Start eating ramen.
So I guess we're marching back up through the tunnel the way we came. Then.
Yeah, you guys made it through the little tunnel. You made it halfway up the stairs leading out of the cellar. This will actually plop you back into Madison's room, where her dagger is waiting on her bed.
I feel like we're all gonna get strapped to the robot at one point.
Oh, hopefully.
Not me.
2 out of 5.
Don't worry, I'll get your dog if I can't get you.
I will actually murder you.
Well, it'll be for a good cause. It's not like I'm gonna cripple your dog in order to put it on the robot. It's like once it gets crippled, I'm gonna put it on the robot.
She might
God.
fucking bite you, and I will not stop her.
Ooh, Chris, if your dog gets like horribly mangled and maimed, can I turn it into a robot?
What?
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
I'm thinking about how I'm going to murder you.
Okay, so I'll take that as a maybe.
As a DM tip, in his sleep.
Shit, it's solid advice. It really is.
You get advantages when someone is unconscious and you are attacking them.
Nice.
So, Kyle, if you make your way up to your bedroom, you will be able to find your weapon that you were missing.
Oh, baby, Lavore.
And the rest
thank
of your
you.
supplies.
Oh, I miss you, my warhammer.
Did you name your hammer?
Yeah, do you not?
Weirdo.
What's the name of your robot?
Well, I gave it a designation for purposes of
okay.
keeping track. The automated protection exoskeleton. Now, of course, the exoskeleton part is kind of irrelevant now that it's all filled up with bits. It's kind of hard to fit
His
inside.
robot's name is the same name as Elon Musk's kid.
Yes, precisely.
It's better than being Chad,
Chad.
the last robot we had.
So we aren't intercepted by rats on the way up or anything?
You are not intercepted by rats.
Ah,
However, when you do make it up and out to the main area of the house, you will notice that it is daytime. Midday-ish.
does that seem right?
You guys woke up. It was,
guess it was the
early,
morning-ish.
early morning.
Yeah. So that makes sense-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there goes the... We missed breakfast at the tavern again.
Shut up.
Shenanigans, I say. This will not stand.
I keep chewing on my rat.
At least somebody here gets
As you
breakfast.
do.
Oh, gods. I am well and truly exhausted after that, I must say. I think I have a few more tricks up my sleeve, but if we run into another pack of rodents as aggressive as that, then I don't know if I'm going to stand up against them any better than I would a stiff breeze.
Let's go back into town.
If we're going to rest again, I advise we do it literally anywhere else. Honestly,
Fair
I might
enough.
rather go back to the rabbits.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Lead the way.
So town's not too terribly far away, like 20 minutes, if that is canon to what I said before. If not, it is now the new norm.
Okay.
So upon
Don't
getting
wanna
back
talk
to
about
town, it's midday. Not
To
too
the
many
cobbler!
people- not too many people on the street. People are working, and
At the cobblers.
Jared, you will
I think I could use some
remember.
new shoes.
Jared, you will remember that you had an appointment to pick up some tools at the blacksmith.
Excellent. Now I will be able to show you some true wonders of science. Oh, and Sidman is like dancing on the tip of his toes as he goes down the road. He's like, can't we go any faster than this? I want to get back to town soon.
So, are we going to the blacksmith first, or any other area in town that you guys want to check out?
So Madison and Kyle both got their stuff from their rooms, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's back to geared up.
Okay.
Oh, Madison, you woke up completely exhausted. You have one level of exhaustion, to be exact.
I would like to find an inn.
You said I have one level of exhaustion?
Yes, that means
Okay.
you have disadvantage on checks.
Ability checks, yeah, like skill
Mhm.
things.
I would
combat.
like to find an inn to bed down for the night.
For the morning?
Yes.
Looking in town, you do not see any inns.
Hmm.
This is partially the reason you guys did not stay in town.
Yeah, it's just a little like tiny little farming hamlet. What if we were lucky enough to find a store or a smith of any decent quality?
Rabbits it is.
Ugh.
Nope, we're going to the next town.
We have.
Can't we just like pay
Nope.
some farmer to let us sleep in their flea-ridden, horrible straw match? You know what? Never mind. I see your point. Where is the next town over? Where's this big city that the boss was dreaming of?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you guys, I guess your characters would remember that there is a big city to the south.
So we
And-
can either go there or
It
Let's go
is
there.
a
we
few
could go
days
back to the
travel way.
rabbits.
Well, we all know that would be your preference, but it's far too long to get any practical amount of time. We really should rest before we set off on that path.
Yeah. We should.
I mean, are you guys legitimately considering the rabbits? Do we trust them that much?
No, fuck the rabbits.
Don't fuck rabbits.
Correct.
There are two other locations that you guys would know about. Is the House of Shashasha, which is a day's travel backwards.
I mean,
there
maybe we could go get some more
is-
berries. Ooh.
There is the
Level 20 in
town-
no time, baby.
There is the town of Ginby, which you guys did not go to, and you are not sure how far it is away. It's on the way back to Shashasha. It's where the river forks. Closer is a little farming house that you guys pass by. You pass by it right before you saw the guy that you cracked jokes with that was going to try and tax you guys.
Well, I would
I
prefer
mean, maybe-
not to backtrack too much. So. we go to the
Onward to the big town.
or the farmhouse.
Sure.
Either one works.
On the way to the big town.
If you say so. Oh, how I miss silken sheets.
Okay. So where are we going?
Somewhere with a cushion.
I'll
Farmhouse!
sleep right here if no one decides.
Ahoy! We're gonna shuffle along and find that farmhouse and figure out how hard it's gonna be to convince some random ass farmer to let us crash on his couch.
Okay.
Yeah.
On your way back towards that direction. Oh, first, did you want to go to the blacksmith? To pick up your
Actually,
stuff?
yeah, no. Before we leave town, definitely, I'm stopping by there. Maybe I'll be able to build a working bed with these new tools.
So entering the place, the blacksmith has a package of random tools and whatchamacallits that you were talking about. He's like-
Give it to me!
All right, the deal. 5 gold.
Ah! I start digging through the pouch. I'm like, God, where's the damn coin pouch? There it is. And I start counting out 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam! Slap him on the table. I put my money where my mouth is. Now put the tools where my hand is.
I wish you would put your sock where your mouth is.
Without saying anything, he just lifts up the little sack of tools and places it in your hand and scoops away the coins.
At last, I am invincible. And Sidney
raises
scurries
an
away to
eye.
start like taking inventory.
He raises an eyebrow.
What did we call these? Were these Tinker's tools?
Yes.
Okay. That will do the job just finely. Oh boy.
There is also the general store, if you guys want to stock up on anything. Most of you have 10 portions of food. To be exact, Kyle, Jared, and Mitchell have 10 food. Madison, Chris, you guys have 9.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm cool with that.
you guys will need to eat before the end of the day, or else take off a ration.
Fuck it, I'll buy 2 rations.
I'm just gonna chow
Wait,
down.
isn't there the bar in this town?
There's a bar in this town which serves
Uh.
grub.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the slop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go get 2 rations and just go with that. That way I can eat 1 today and then have 10.
All right. Walking into the general store, you meet your friendly gnome. Rations. 2 silver a ration.
Okay.
So 4 silver for your 2 rations.
Is
Oh,
that how
thanks,
math
thank you.
works? I don't think that's how math works. I'm gonna try to barter with this guy. No.
I don't know that math works at all in the first place, honestly.
You know, that's fine.
All right. Where did my pencil go?
Can I ask, what do they sell in this general store?
All sorts of shit. We
General
were in here
things.
getting like rope and buckets and stuff the other day.
Nice.
It's a
Generally,
general store.
anything you need. He laughs.
Yeah, the owner here was another deep gnome.
Yes. And
Let's get out of here as quickly as possible.
Rude.
are anyone else going to buy anything while you guys are here?
I'm also buying a couple rations, so
How
Sid-
many?
I'm good for now.
I'll just buy 2. I know.
All right. So 4 silver.
Okie
Sidman is
dokie.
sitting by the side eating one of his rations. We missed breakfast. What can I say? I'm hungry.
I'll eat one on the way out the store.
All right. Gosh darn, I cannot find my pencils anywhere.
Do we really need to lie down and sleep? Can't we just find a bench to sit on for an hour or so when we patch our clothes and our wounds?
Short rest can be taken just about anywhere you want. Long rests can as well, but you'll
A short rest is not going to
probably-
relieve their exhaustion.
Yeah, I would rather
No, it will
go
not.
to the farmhouse and take a long rest. I think it's
it'd
worth
be
it.
fine though if
Uh,
I'd say more for.
I need
Yeah.
health.
Yeah. wouldn't
So
short
with a
rests help
short
you?
rest, you can spend your hit dice. We're level 5, so you should have 5 hit dice that you can
Yes.
roll to
regain health.
boost back
Yes,
up your
but a
HP.
long rest will just boost my HP back up.
Yeah, but that's a long time, and we're gonna waste the whole day.
No,
Look,
we're gonna
I
go
would
to the
love to take a long
farmhouse.
rest. I would.
No, we're gonna
love-
go to the farmhouse. What do you mean?
and sleep.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go to the farmhouse, like convince the guy to let us sit there, and then we'll sleep for the night, wake up the next day, and be fine, right?
It
Is
is
that
like morning.
Yeah. Might take a while to get there.
So are
and
we just
convince
okay.
the guy? We might have to do some things for him to convince him to let us do the thing. I
Or
don't
we're
fucking
gonna
know.
chit chat the whole day.
Yeah, exactly.
Sala and a boss don't exactly look like they're in the shape for physical labor, but if you insist, sure.
It's fine. You have an ape.
As a note,
You don't have to talk about yourself like that, Tylane.
Madison and Chris,
You're
you both
talking
bought
mad shit
food?
for someone in punting range.
What?
Madison and Chris bought food,
Yes.
Yep.
and Jared ate one, bringing him down to 9. Kyle doesn't need food today, but Mitchell, are you going to go ahead and
I'm
eat food?
Gonna
Or-
eat along the way.
Okay. So everyone's food is taken care of today. All right. Okay. And it'll be about an hour or 2 before you get to the farmhouse.
See, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Here we go again.
So we show up, and the
So,
guard
on
that
your
we
way-
joked with earlier is destroying the entire farmstead.
On your way to said farmstead, you see off in the distance a person walking in some nice armor.
Hmm.
He's possibly of royal guard. From this distance, it's a little bit hard to tell.
Oh, I think I see polished armor in the distance. This can't be some mere peasant.
This may be bad.
I'm sure it'll be fine. What do you
It's
mean?
gonna be tax guy. It's fine.
And off in the distance, you hear, "Hey! Hey, peasants!"
Is it the
Piss.
same voice as before?
It's the same voice as before.
Hey, Sidman, I wonder if you fucked your wife.
Almost certainly at this point. How long has it been?
It's been 1 day since you've
It's
last
been.
seen him.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys going to call out to him, say anything, or are
I
you just
think,
gonna...
yeah, as we pass, I was like, so, how was my wife?
He chuckles. Very fine, very fine. I
think
collected
Sigmund,
your taxes from the farm up ahead. Thank you all. He chuckles.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the slightest bit concerning.
I mean, we could also redistribute said taxes.
Like, is he just joking, or did he, you know...
He, upon saying this, he's going to walk past you.
Actually, I want to make an insight check on that. I want to make an insight check. I want to, like, is he joking along with us, or is he, like...
Did he actually fuck some dude's wife?
Go ahead and make me an insight check.
Okay, wait, what the fuck is my insight modifier? I'm looking at... Oh, God. Is that wisdom? Gotta fucking generate a preview of my character sheet. Here it is. Oh, God, I only have a +1. Perfect. So, with a +1, that brings us to a grand total of 2. Oh, Jesus.
So,
Bro, he definitely fucked some dude's wife.
this is the exact thought that runs through your head. Is anyone else going to make an insight check? Because some of you were talking about this.
Yeah, I'll make an insight check. Fuck it, why not?
Anyone who wants to can make an insight
Yeah,
check.
no. I got a +4 to this. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. 20.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
No. 16 modified 20.
Oh, dirty 20.
17 modified.
Okay.
Uh,
To the rest of you who are rolling, he is definitely just joking along. He might not even be here to collect taxes.
That's a relief. Oh, gosh.
Jared,
okay.
you don't know this.
Yeah.
Sidman's a little slow today.
Just today?
Oof.
I'm being nice.
And with that, he's going to continue on his way back to the main portion of the little towns that you
Is
are
he
seeing.
wearing, like, any significant heraldry that says, like, I am part of the royal family kind of deal? Like,
So, you do not...
any particular colors,
Yeah.
symbols?
He has a crest of some sort on his shoulder. It's 2 colors, checkerboard pattern. There is a orange and a black, because I like those 2 colors.
Orange and black checkerboard pattern. Okay.
Yes. Upon
And
the top of that, there is a special design. It is very circular based with special intricacies thrown in there.
some swirlies.
Yeah.
Dope.
The swirlies are pointing in towards the center of the circle.
And is this a symbol that I would recognize? If I were
Would
to
you recognize
perhaps roll a die of some variety, like, is there? I guess I could make a history check or
it?
something.
Yeah. History
See
would be
that?
exact.
That, my friend, I have proficiency in. Oh God, stay on the table. What? Okay, that worked. So with a grand modifier of +8, I have a 9. Holy
Natural 1 plus
I'm gonna
8.
grab a different D20. I'll be right back. You're going in.
So from this, you definitely feel as if it's something that you should remember.
Fuck. Cool. Yeah, my amnesia sure is a kick in the ass, isn't it? Oh well. I'm sure this is of absolutely no significance and will never be important at all.
Especially the fact that you've seen him twice now and you had chances to ask last time and you didn't. But moving on, if you guys don't ask him anything or talk to him.
Sidman is just there hoping he hasn't done something horrible to someone's wife, okay? He's like biting his nails, dude.
I don't
He
think these guys are
continues.
Vikings. I think we're good.
He continues walking back to the town, and you guys continue walking
Excuse
ahead.
me, sir. Excuse me.
Oh Jesus!
The
Yes?
lizard. Perfect.
Right. Can you tell us about this area? We just came from the southeast. And...
No, what the fuck you doing? He thinks we live here.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, he's been going along with the meme, he knows.
Can you tell us about the southeast? Because we've lived here all of our life, and we're looking.
We better step out of the village for the first time in our lives.
Bro, it's like Zelda, man. It's for real.
All right. Give
'Cause
me
you
a
are-
persuasion.
Oh Jesus!
Me.
That kind of-
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're asking the
Yeah.
question.
Big scary lizard. All right.
Yeah.
+6.
Very
Wait,
persuasive
no, that's
lizards.
perception. Fuck. +3. That's not bad.
That's not terrible, no.
It's a 13.
13.
Bet.
Well, the last time I went down there, it wasn't during the best time in my life. You know, the Great War and everything that happened, it sent people going different directions, families get split apart, and, well, you all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went through a rough time.
Look
Yeah.
depressed and nod.
Had depression all that time. Finally got over it.
And only
Balls
recently
and
has
some
the
Thousand Island
capital
dressing.
really recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard. It's been rough.
Yeah, you've heard all about those weird caves, right?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I heard that some people were sent into them never to be seen again to go fight, but you
Wait.
know.
What? I think Sidman looks at a boss and is
I'm
just
gonna pick up
mouths.
a rock.
What the fuck?
I'm throw it at him.
Rude.
What? Oh, at Sidman.
At me, yeah.
I thought you were throwing it.
No, not yet.
Roll initiative.
I was like, wait, what are you doing? Okay. He's like, yeah. There are portions of the army sent into the caves to fight the ones that were coming out of them. Yeah. It's not as well known, but it happened.
Dwarves.
Honestly, it might have been. We'll see. I don't know if it's like I don't know if asking that is the right thing to do here.
No. We saw how that went in the bar.
We
Don't
don't
say the D
use
word.
The D word.
What word?
Do you have any tips
Exactly.
on traveling to the big city?
Wait, what?
Do
I
you have
actually
any
didn't hear
tips?
you. The
you have any
first
tips?
things you said before big city.
Do you have any tips on traveling to the big city?
I mean, I know you all made it out here, so just go back the way you came to get back.
It's been so long, and you look like a man of renown and experience. And we learn from you.
He blushes.
I'm just gonna lean over to Thailand real quick and just be like, kiss ass.
I'm just
Bootlicker.
kind of impressed on his pure, unadulterated charisma.
A man of your charisma.
This guy
Correct.
This guy blushes a little bit, being
like scales.
Jesus.
he's like, oh well, yeah, just stick to the paths. Why are you asking me? Like,
Don't worry, he quite literally has a lizard brain. It's pretty impressive how
I
quickly he forgets the
will-
paths.
Ooh. Gonna walk off to the side and just not talk.
all right, okay, you guys know how
Thank
it is. I gotta get
good.
back to my job.
Before you go, good sir, to whom do we owe the honor of this conversation?
Gotta check my notes.
The guard pulls out a notepad.
gotta remember my name.
No, dude, he
Wait,
pulls
no,
out
no,
his
no,
badge.
no. He pulls off his glove and looks at his palm.
Oh man,
Duh.
did I seriously misplace?
Just make it up. Make it up.
All right, so
I'm
we're
bad at
naming
making
him.
up things. He oh, I remember why.
Theodore.
He starts
Hey,
to
whoa,
laugh
whoa,
very hard.
Nice.
Sidmund, you're so funny. And then he turns around to walk away.
You
Wait!
know me. What? Ah!
He starts to walk away.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Ah!
Let's walk. Let's walk. Pick a direction. Just walk straight.
A boss is just pushing Sidman along. Just walk. Just walk. What the fuck?
Well,
Okay.
now we know what Sidman's gonna be freaking the fuck out about for the next 2 sessions.
I don't like not knowing things, especially when I know that I don't know them. I must
So-
find out. No,
Oh.
we can't go to this farmhouse anymore. We must follow that man.
Oh,
We turn around. He's not there anymore.
He must be some sort of rabbit. An unusually tall and short-eared rabbit with no fur except on the top of his head and perhaps a scrotum.
you all just kind of stand there for a little bit, and he just walks further and further off into the distance, back towards the town.
Huh.
What the fuck is going on?
You know, it's not often that I admit this, but I'm utterly at a loss. So
You
do
may
we...
not admit it often, but it happens pretty frequently.
Oh yes, no, you'd be surprised. So farmstead?
Sure. Yeah.
Onward and upward.
Maybe we could tie that guy down and ask him what's going on.
Oh, no more tying people down.
Oh, what if we find
Starting to
someone,
sound like the tax man.
what if we find someone who we
Yo.
want to kill and then question them and then kill them?
Well, how many people do you know that you want to kill?
I-
You know, I think this is another
No.
question I don't want the answer. Ow.
But you have no idea, so what's the point? Let's go.
All right, you guys are still heading towards the farmhouse.
I suppose so.
Mhm.
All right. Before too terribly long, you met him about 30 minutes into your journey, or 1 hour. I forget if I said 2 hours or 1 hour to make it to
I
the
think
farmhouse.
you said it was going to be like an hour walk to the farmstead.
Halfway to the farmhouse,
Yeah,
you met him.
whatever.
You're doing your
We don't
second
have
leg.
watches.
Yeah. You know, the
Doesn't
sun
have a
goes up in
watch.
the air, it comes back down. Things happen. You make it to the farmhouse, and you see a farmer sitting on his front porch in a chair.
I'm gonna stay back.
Would somebody with, like, a human face like to do this? Farmers are notoriously kind of, well,
I have a +3 in charisma. Holy shit.
Alright, I guess I gotta do it.
I mean,
So-
I have a human face.
I also have a 20 in charisma. That's fair enough.
okay, that would do it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
He knows when to put on a face.
Talon's just gonna stroll up to the door and
I'm gonna, like,
The guy sitting on
I
his
think he's
front
on the
porch
porch.
Oh,
looks
alright.
over to you.
Well,
Yes.
hello.
How do you do?
Doing pretty good. How are you, friend?
Exactly.
We'll fit right in here.
Doing mighty dandy.
Well, friend, I've come to ask a question.
Okay, friend.
Way to be ominous.
Me and my friends here, and I gesture out towards the road where
I wave amicably.
Yeah, same.
The
I just
So-
kinda, hi.
bunch
So looking
stands.
out at the road, we have the elf, the the dwarf, the demon, the demon lady, and the lizard.
So Satan, Godzilla, a child, and an elf walk up to the farm.
He
You
just
forgot the robot.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
There's
Oh,
also a robot and a dog.
Stop calling it a dog.
You're a dog.
My friends and I have had a bit of a rough day, and we
Looks like
need
a rough
place
life.
to stay. For just the night. Would you know anywhere that would be accommodating? We have coin. We'd be willing to pay.
Well, certainly then. It's not the best living quarters, but we got a barn out
I
back.
knew it.
Not in the stables, of course. There's a hayloft.
Do it.
You don't have smart rats in there, do you?
He looks out towards the street. Smart.
Ignore him. Ignore him.
It's a valid
He's
question.
irrelevant right now. A barn sounds perfect. We don't need much. We just need a place to lick our wounds and move along when we can.
Understandable.
Um,
If you all wouldn't mind, just for the evening, just keep a watch on the herd, and if you'll bring them all back in,
Absolutely.
awesome.
I've got a herd dog.
Oh boy.
Do you mind showing us the way?
He starts to stand up out of his chair, starts walking around the house, and he motions for the rest of the group to follow.
I shuffle along at 25 meters per, or 25 feet per turn.
He's casually
Goddamn, I didn't know
walking.
your legs were that
I
long.
mean, dude, I'm tall as fuck.
Fucking human.
Fast
just
as
all
fuck,
legs.
boy.
So going out towards the back of the house, and there's a pasture, and you can see a barn in approximately the center of it. In said pasture, you can see from this distance what look to be smaller horses.
I found hang on. I found a picture of Sidman.
Yeah, no, I did too. Are we
It's
thinking the
smaller
same
horse.
picture?
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
similar.
That's beautiful. The bayonetta legs on a villager are
Oh,
horrifying.
actually,
Oh my
hang on.
gosh.
No. This is Sidman. This with the voice. This is Sidman.
Honestly, I think Chris's might be like pretty legit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's great.
12-foot Christmas gnome.
You want to know
Anyway.
what I Google image searched for that?
Long gnome.
No, gnome, all legs.
Okay, that's good. That is pretty good. Oh man.
Oh.
Wait, did you say tiny horses?
From this distance, it looks like smaller horses, not
Of
tiny.
course they look
Boy.
smaller. They're further away. That's how
Yeah.
optical things work.
All right. Yeah, so there's the hayloft in the barn. As long as you guys bring them all in, there's from last count, there are 14 of them.
No, that's not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can manage. We're not too down and out to be able to wrangle some horses.
And in the morning, we'll make some breakfast for you.
Oh, that would be
Perfect.
lovely.
All right. Have a lovely evening. And he just makes his way back towards his house.
Does this seem a little suspicious to anyone?
It was very lovely.
All right.
How dare you question our fine friend?
I mean, we just walked up and he just gave us a night's.
I also
Right.
offered him money.
Yeah, but
And work.
So
Those are
he's
like
not taking any money
the
from
two
you guys.
most important things to farmers: work and money. And if they can get both for free,
Okay.
So he
Well, I
did
hope
not
some
ask
of you have.
for any money, just for you all to take
Oh, we
care
just
of the
wanted
animal.
us to chase around the fucking horses.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, do any of you have any experience in animal husbandry?
I don't know.
Because honestly, those things look like they could eat me in about 2 chomps,
Well,
maybe 3.
Wait, do I? I think I have animal
I'm
handling.
just gonna like. I don't have anything metal to rattle on, but I'm just gonna like knock on the ape that's standing next to you.
Shit. Okay, that's fair.
As far as any experience with animals, I have no clue. I don't think I'm the type who would have, but
Hmm.
don't remember much. Whole cave incident.
Well, I'm sure we could
We'll figure it out.
come up with something. I mean,
Tanelia's got a dog that listens to her.
The dog's
Yes,
kind of
just
the
like
same thing.
walking
Dogs-
off to the distance away from your group.
no. Tylane. Dogs herd sheep, not tiny horses.
No, but
Ding.
I'm saying the dog listens to Tanelia. Tanelia might have a way with horses.
You know,
Don't take
there
that
is
out
a
of context.
possibility, and I look at Tanelia just expectantly.
I just shrug.
Perfect.
No, I'm
Great.
just kidding. I'm kidding. No. I've met a horse a time or two, ridden
So,
one.
are we supposed to do this now, or like, what time is it?
I think he just said before the day is over.
Yep, just get them in
Uh,
by evening.
Okay. Well, let's take a lay of the land while we can. I want to climb up on top
Can
of
we
the barn and
see
what's
all
going on.
14 at the moment?
Yeah, I want to
Hey.
climb up on top of the barn and try to like find all
So-
14 of the horses.
Adopt the barn.
So the pasture, think barn and center, pasture circle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
From the angle of which you guys are at, you are easily able to see 7.
Oh, great.
Mhm.
Perfect.
And
Getting-
the rest, I'm gonna jump up on top of the robot and like do a lap around the perimeter of the farmstead.
Once you get closer, you are.
I'm not
able-
gonna try to get close to the horses because I know they're gonna freak the fuck out.
Okay, but to get to the barn, you will have to get closer
Oh yeah.
to some of them. You see that the horses, the small horses, so to say, are a bunch of mules.
Ah,
Oh boy.
A bunch of
easy.
what?
Easy.
Mules.
Oh, mules.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought you said meals, and I was very
Technically.
concerned. I mean, hey
Technically,
man, we could be in the UK.
Upon making your way around the rest of the building, you're able to find the other 7.
Well, they're all accounted for at the very least. I say as I come galloping up on my majestic metal steed. Assuming none of them disappear before nightfall, it should be easy as cake.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Okay.
So please, let's figure out how to make this straw-covered series of planks into something sleepable.
I feel like we should take care of the horses before.
It's like midday.
They'll be fine. They're eating.
I'm gonna go out there and see how they react. to,
Sidman is gonna find a broom and start sweeping away straw to make sleeping spots.
All right.
I'm gonna
So-
go out there with Acalia and see how they react to
Okay.
to both of us.
Doggo.
So before we
Yeah.
move on to you, Chris, I want to know.
Uh-huh.
So Sigmund is going around, kind of making the place a little bit more livable for the night. Tylane, Sala, Abbas, what are you three doing?
I am sitting. I am a tired man.
Get a fire or something. Fire.
You
Alright.
can at least make yourself
Not gonna
use-
start a fire in a hay barn.
Well, not in the barn,
Nope,
dumbass.
Just
I invite you in. You burned down my barn. They all died in the night from the beasts that came from the woods. Why? Why did I invite you all?
You know, it really is bad luck inviting adventurers into your home, I must admit.
Just-
Maybe
just
it's time
something
make
to
the wise-
cook food on.
I'm gonna go into the barn and see if there's anything to attract the horses, like carrot, apple, or
Looking around,
They're
Ooh.
you
mules,
find
not
there
horses.
are
Oh, yeah.
14 stables
hooved
with
creatures.
food and water. Within, you find that there are some apples in their individual stalls, but you can only find 7 apples.
Okay.
Minecraft
Any rope?
strats.
We'll have to divide the apples into fractions of apples in order to have enough. Let us perform mathematics! Not
Sala, you were looking for some rope in the
Yeah.
barn.
Yep.
You do not see any.
We have rope on our person. What do you mean?
yes. How much rope do you need?
Enough to tie around a horse's neck.
Well, that's very doable. I think we have
They're mules.
Yeah, yeah.
well, a mule neck and a horse's neck are a fairly similar metric. To be fair, I mean,
Completely different animals.
yes, but the size, the diameter. Never mind.
All right. So, Chris, moving on to you. You've
uh,
walked out with your
uh,
dog. Tell me the approach you are taking to get closer to the mule.
I'm sort of like going around like so like if you like take the barn and draw a line to the mule, I'm gonna like go kind of around that line and like
Flank him.
yeah, like flank him from behind. I just want to see mostly how they react to Acalia. Like I want to see if they run away, if they don't fucking care. Like it just
Okay.
They're gonna attack, dude. They're gonna pounce. They're vampire mules.
So,
initiative.
so noticing you, they don't make too much movement at all. Noticing Acalia, they will tend to do a little trot away from her.
Ooh. All right, let's go, boys.
It's not fast, but they start to
Nah,
move.
I don't want speed.
I may not be the best person for this.
Actually, you may be just as terrifying as that dog to them. You should probably be involved.
I don't want to cause a ruckus.
Yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
Hmm.
I believe in you, Pat.
You pat him on the fucking shin.
Yeah, I get his hip.
All right. So, unless anyone wants to do anything, we're going to skip to later in the evening.
Uh-huh.
I am going to devise a mechanism by which we will easily control these people. No, I've got nothing.
All right. Sun starts to get lower in the sky, and you all feel like it might be a good time to start bringing in the herd.
Here we go.
Well, between the terrifying lizard, the hound of hell, and the mechanical ape, I'm sure we'll be able to intimidate these beasts into moving, but I guess all that remains is to find out.
I'm gonna take a bunch of rope and basically make a big ol' like. I'm gonna use some stakes and whatnot, and basically make like a rope funnel. You know, like not really like kind of a fence more or less, but like a funnel into the barn.
Okay. The thought process being that the
We just gotta
horses
get
will
them
see the
towards
rope,
the right
then-
way, and they'll
that
just
to
like
me.
yeah.
I can
So
help.
once they are in the barn, there will need to be someone to actually put them into their stable that they have. Is one thing I want to say.
I'm not entirely
Sala.
sure
I
that
can
these
probably
things.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
Sala.
Yeah, because
Please.
I mean,
I'm too small to do
I'll
anything
just
to these
use my
mules.
rope, like basically a lead rope. Horse girl knowledge.
She admitted it.
All right.
Not that
I think
horse.
Sidman is legitimately gonna try to like climb up somewhere on the barn to like make sure none of to give a bird's eye view and make sure the mules don't get up to any shenanigans during the
I'm
operation.
gonna go run a wide arc around them to kind of get them into like sort of a group and on their way towards
ropes. So Mitchell, you have one rope on you. I'm assuming 50 foot.
Yes,
Sound
I
like
have.
everything?
Each of
Yeah.
us have
I do
50
too.
in our packs, I think.
Yeah, I
If he needs
Okay.
2, I'll just toss him mine.
Okay. 2 would be easier for you all to guide them
If we
in
just-
with.
I have one too. So.
As
And
long
you
as you
said
probably
that
not
you wanted to use that for actually putting them
Making a
put
lead
it around
rope.
their neck and then guide them
You
into
can
the
cut
line.
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on.
Okay. And then that leaves you guys with 2 more ropes.
I'll
that you guys
contribute
can
mine
use?
as well if we need it, and then however much rope we need, I'm sure we can fucking gather some up.
Mhm.
I'll
just keep that in mind that you guys have 2 more that you aren't currently really using. Is the process. So, Chris going out behind Mitchell, kind of being a little bit closer in, funneling them in, and then Sala on the inside, guiding them straight into the posts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Chris, you are out in the field. You are flanking them towards the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are slowly walking. Most of them. Right now, you are near approximately 3 of them. Of the 14.
Okay.
And they're walking decently. These first 3 just start walking into the barn. Mitchell helps when they're a little bit closer, doing a similar flanking maneuver. And then Sala leads them in.
Do we need to roll for any of this?
Not for this part. These
Not yet.
horses are just completely following what you guys want.
Oh, he's a good donkey, horse crossbreed thing. Oh, you are, yes, you are. Oh.
So that is 3. Therefore, 11 remain.
Okay.
That didn't take
11
too long,
hours remain.
but there are quite a few left.
I mean,
Next.
yeah, I'm gonna keep grouping them up and sending them in.
All right.
What happened to the bait idea?
The next 3, they first don't start following what you want them to do. They are walking off in a different direction, and you need.
I'm gonna get like behind them and like stamp my feet or something.
You will need to make an animal handling check to persuade them.
Hell yeah!
Do you speak mule?
Rolls a 2.
Rolls a 3.
12. Modified 12.
Ooh.
Nice. These 3 get the message of what you want them to do, and they start walking towards the barn. Mitchell,
They were like, oh
being
shit,
closer.
this is the guy that had the dog.
I need you to make an animal handling check.
Oh boy. What is my animal handling?
Bo's just sitting here waiting for someone to roll a 1.
I have a +1 to animal handling.
+4 get on my level.
Can I sneak around behind?
+8 to intimidation. Can I intimidate it into the right direction?
Please, no.
Do you want to try to intimidate versus animal handling?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and make your intimidation.
I rolled a 14 + 8, 22.
22.
Jesus.
These
Jesus.
3, you intimidate into
I just
the
kind of
barn.
like stomp at them, and they're like, "Oh fuck!"
They're a little bit more freaked out by your intimidation. Sala, this makes it a little bit harder for you to wrap the lead around its neck.
Thanks.
I need you to
You're welcome.
make me an animal handling check.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can, like Mitchell did, persuade me to change it
Oh,
to
I'm
something
good.
else.
Wait, so do I have disadvantage on this?
Yes.
Oh
Ooh.
god.
15.
I hear the die rolling.
Oh no.
13.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Okay, getting these 3, it takes a little bit, but you're able to get them into their respective area.
6
Alright.
down, 7 to go. Or 8 to go.
9. Oh no, 8. Yeah. So, Chris. Oh, actually, a boss. You said you started sneaking off into the distance.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna sneak around just behind at the back.
Back of the barn?
Opposite of the horses and the barn. Wait, so
So
He's gonna
like,
hide
So are
behind
you
the
flanking
horses.
them towards the barn?
yeah,
yes,
Okay.
he's putting.
Okay.
He has the donkey, the
I'm
mules
gonna be on the
between
other
him and the
side.
barn.
Oh, yes,
So you are preparing for if some decide to run away.
run out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sigmund, are you doing anything special at this point, or are you just watching?
I feel like I want to like keep an eye on them and help coordinate. So if like a situation comes up where things are particularly hairy and they run off or something, we can know which way they're all splitting.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure, yeah, I can manage that. Let's grab a d20 other than the one that's rolled me 2 ones now.
These are considered beasts, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Assuming they are actually mules. So
They're just
perception.
fey.
Well, I can track these guys pretty easily. So
Can track
I
your ass pretty easily.
I'm already happy with this die. That's a 21.
Nice.
I see
So-
all of the donkeys. All
So-
of them.
You
Wisdom.
see, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 1. There is 1 missing.
nice.
Well, that's awkward.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out later. Just get the fucking these in.
I don't see it like stuck on a fence or shit.
It's fine. We'll
Ah.
deal with it. We'll deal with it later. It's not a big
I think
problem. Just
Sidman's
get
gonna
these
climb
7
down
in.
and start looking around. He's
Sidman,
gonna hop on the ape and like do a lap of the property.
I'm just gonna group all
Okay.
these up and fucking get them in.
So, Chris, you're going for the 7 remaining, grouping them up in one group.
I mean, how far apart are they? I'm assuming
They're not
sort
too
of
far apart.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send like Acalia off to like the other side of them and sort of get them like between me and her, and like we'll just kind of close them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
13.
All right. So,
Math
6
is
of
hard.
them
Yes.
listen. One of them stands still and glares you in the face.
Ah, nice.
Ooh, Fight.
I'm
fight,
going to
fight,
pull
fight,
out an
fight,
apple that
fight,
I took
fight.
from the barn.
It sees that apple, and it
Uh-huh.
starts to walk towards you instead of
Uh-huh.
away.
Bro, that's cheating.
I'm gonna break off a piece and hold out my hand.
Just casually breaking an apple with your hands.
It's doable. I'll show you a YouTube video.
I have
know
nails.
how to do it. I know how
Okay.
to do
I
it.
have nails.
Chris, it eats the apple, and
Cool.
then continues to stand there right next to you.
I'm gonna sort of just lure this one with more pieces of apple as we walk closer to the barn.
All right.
Yes.
Or I'm gonna try
So-
to at least.
You start breaking apart the apple, and it's walking. It's following you, and it every little bit it stops, and it knows what it's doing. It's expecting you to feed it.
I was just about to say like I'm gonna like just feed her small pieces as we like move along here.
All right. I
Her,
need you
him, it.
to make another animal handling check.
Okay. Oh yes, 18.
Nice. So with that, you have trained Acalia enough where she understands how to get the 6 in towards the barn while you are luring the 1 as well as kind of guiding the 6.
Nice.
Mitchell, I need an animal handling check from you. There's 6 coming this time.
Oh boy.
I mean, Acalia's there to help him out. It's fine.
Yep.
She's gonna be kind of like trailing off, just like ready to go left or right or whatever.
But what if I intimidated them?
Oh my god!
You can try to intimidate if that's what
Sick.
you want to do.
Oh Jesus!
Roll a 16. 24.
Oh god!
Mitchell, big puffed up chest, just pointing towards the barn, and these horses get the
Get
message.
the fuck
Sala, on the inside, instead of 3, there are 6 horses coming in this time.
Okay.
Well, since all of the horses are going in, I'm gonna follow them in and just like stand in the doorway.
Okay. You're kind of
Big.
trapping them in a way.
Uh-huh.
They're a little
He's
bit
just
spooked.
standing there.
Sorry.
Menacingly.
Hey guys.
Disadvantage check. Animal handling.
Okay. 10. Okay, 10.
All right. 3 of them going easily. 2 of them, meh. 1 of them, you have the rope tied around its neck and it's not moving.
Bastard.
Chris,
Can I
you
get
are
an
getting
apple?
close to the barn with this
Uh-huh.
one. You
Uh-huh.
have 2 apples left.
Okay.
Well, 2 halves of an apple. 1 apple
Yeah.
cut in half.
Yeah.
I'm
think
gonna
that
walk
this-
over.
You think that this half of apple will get this one into the barn?
Yeah.
The other half might make the other one get in.
Yeah.
I could
Well-
just make a fake apple.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
Illusionary apples.
Professional horse.
That's traumatic, dude.
Trail, dude.
With the last one not going in, I'm gonna walk over and kind of pat it on its butt and be like, "Yo, dude, move."
Yo, dude.
Make an
Hey.
intimidation against this one.
Jesus Christ!
Dude, he's gonna end up fighting this mule.
It's gonna kick him in the shin.
I rolled a 6, so a 14.
It lurches up a little bit and proceeds on in to its little area.
That's right, bitch.
So, of your 5 apples, you are left with half an apple at the end of this, Chris.
Oh no, how will we ever survive the journey?
Wait, I took all 5 apples. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I didn't take all of them.
That was
Oh, I
one
thought you took-
slow mule.
Hey,
Yeah, whatever. Like, let it. Fuck it. We're good. How close am I?
oh, you were able to get it in.
Oh, okay,
the last
cool,
one.
cool.
Yeah.
So now we just got the 1 remaining, right?
You have 1 horse missing.
Uh huh.
You
So,
have half an
Sigmund-
apple.
Having
Okay.
been running around looking to find out what the fuck happened to this
I
mule.
need investigation check.
Gladly. That's another one I got a crazy bonus in. Fucking 23 modified with that +8.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not complaining.
From what you have observed and the fact that you were looking around earlier, kind of knowing where they were, you get in about the area where you thought it might have been missing. You find some tracks leading off into the woods.
Why in the hell is there not a fence here?
Here we go, boys. All right. Can I roll survival to track this beast?
Can I use
Yeah,
my
Sidman
smelling?
definitely rolls back up to the barn on the ape and calls in the cavalry.
So, with most of the horses inside, the one escaped, and tracks leading off into the distance,
Uh-huh.
this is where we will pick up with our next session.
Oh, son of a bitch. Fuck.
I mean,
Dude, we're gonna have a whole
It's like
donkey session. Oh my god.
perfect timing.
Honestly. And what a nemesis for the next session. Oh man.
For real.
A fucking donkey.
Hell
And I
yeah.
just finished my ramen.
I keep on saying horse, and it's a donkey. Why
well,
am I doing
technically, a you said no. A mule.
Mule.
It is part horse.
Part horse
Mhm.
and part donkey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both
Oh.
are correct and incorrect.
So
I am
it's
half
a
correct.
So it's a half-ass, is what you're saying.
You're an
Exactly.
We never half-ass shenanigans.
Oh my gosh.
I've been waiting for a chance to use this fucking trait.
The animal handling?
No, favored enemy.
Oh,
You have advantage on
Oh,
survival
favorite enemy
checks.
beasts.
Advantage
Mhm.
on survival checks to track your favorite enemies, even though it's not technically an enemy, but whatever.
It's a
It
beast
works.
of
It's
some
just
sort.
creatures of your favored type,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
which is
As well as on intelligence
Normal
checks
animals.
to recall information about them, so I have advantage on intelligence.
so. If we ever need donkey trivia, I mean mule trivia,
Yes. Yes.
All right. That was fun.
God, I
hadn't-
love this character so
fucking
much.
absurd.
I
This
wasn't.
character is fucking perfect for this campaign, dude. I love it.
I wasn't sure which direction you guys would end up going. I.e., I thought you guys were just going to head to the capital. So
We're on our way.
Everything after the town, i.e., the whole re-meeting with the guy and the farmstead.
I
was
feel like the
half
first
pulled from-
5 minutes of this session should have been, so we take a nap.
Yeah.
But instead that became the long-term goal.
Yep.
You're welcome, Bo.
Fine.
Yep.
Why did I get invited to a group with you guys? Oh yeah, raid. That's right.
Yeah!
Forgot about that.
Mr. Raid Leader?
Oh,
forgot about
Oh boy.
So, since you guys did not take a rest, none of you have regained spell slots.
We're doing a long rest. We get all of it back. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So you're gonna
After
do.
we find the donkey.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. We'll figure all that out next time.
Damn it.
It's fine.
Dude, I'm just
Did
saying,
we
when
not
we have
take a short rest in
Nope.
the like several hours
Oh, true.
that we waited before we went to go get the donkeys? Like,
Oh
we
yeah, that's fair
said-
actually.
Yeah. We will
There were
roll that
several
stuff.
hours.
I thought that was kind
Wait,
of the
so how does
whole point
regaining
of waiting
health
to
on
go
a
get them.
on a short
So,
rest work?
you're level 5, which means you
Yeah.
have 5 dice in your healing
Yeah, so I have
pool.
5d10.
Yes, and when you take a 1-hour sit, you can
Uh-huh.
roll those, and you can roll as few or as many of them as you want. But
Okay.
once you roll them, they are spent until you take another long rest. At which point you
Oh.
regain a certain number of them. I think it might be equal to your proficiency bonus. We'd need to check that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
well, in that case.
So you have a small healing pool before having to take
Gotcha.
a big
Hang on
boy
a minute.
nap.
Hang on. How many would I need?
And
And you can roll them one at a time, usually.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
unless the DM says specifically otherwise for purposes of deck of many thingsing it.
Yeah, I'll roll them one at a time. How about that? Can I do this now, just to get it out of the way?
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do this as a final thing.
Okay. All right, so I have 24
I don't
health.
know if I need to. What's my HP at? Yeah, I'm
So
missing.
I'll use one.
Oh, don't
that's-
forget to add your Constitution modifier after you roll the die.
Cool. So that's 34.
I'm gonna roll one.
And then
die.
I guess I'll roll one more. Fuck it. Yep, I'm back at full.
Is it plus
Two.
your Constitution modifier?
Yes.
Okay, I'm at full.
So I had total 43, but that just defaults to 41 though, right?
Yeah, your maximum health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I have 3d10 technically until
Yeah.
the next long rest.
Yep.
So
So
wait a minute. Oh, I was at 19. What did I just?
So Chris, you're at full.
Yep.
Madison was already at full.
I'm
Kyle,
not at full yet. I lied. I need to roll at least one more.
Kyle, you are
God.
37 of 39. Did you want to spend one?
37 of 39. I think I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, 2 hit dice in. I'm at 32 of 39. I think I'm gonna roll one more. 35 of 39. Okay.
Aw. It's unfortunate.
Chris, what's your maximum? 41?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 and an 8, so that's a 10 and a 9 with the Constitution modifier. I was at 24, so that puts me at 43, which is 41. So
Mhm. Okay, Jared, you have spent how many?
I just used 3 hit dice, and
Okay.
I am now at 35 HP out of 39.
Okay.
No, what? No, fuck it. I'm full. There we go. I rolled one more. I'm full. There we go.
All right. 39 out of 39. And hit dice.
I I
that
have
was
one
Jared
left.
used. Okay, you have one left. Okay.
I used 4.
Okay. And Chris, you used 2 or 3?
Yes, 2.
Okay.
So I should be at 3.
And no one else did any.
Correct.
Right.
Let's see.
And spell slots. People who regain are, I think it is sorcerers and
Me.
warlocks. Yep. And then Madison, you didn't have any lost, from my understanding,
Right.
because you were in the dream.
Thing. Yay.
So, Kyle, if you did not lose any in the dream, you used 1 before or 2 before. No, you used 1 before, I think. No, that was Jared. So,
I have 3 first level spell slots left, and that's it.
okay, so first and second. You have 3 left of first,
And I've spent both of my seconds.
and then Madison is missing a spell slot from one of the earlier sessions. I'm going
Oh yeah,
to
Maddie
say,
hadn't been able to didn't get to sleep because of the rats either.
yep. Oh, she is sorcerer, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you gain yours back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
dope.
And Kyle, you did not. Okay, so yeah, Jared's the only one down spell slots.
Damn you!
I mean, me too, as well. Because I don't regain as a ranger.
Oh, ranger. Okay, so you have to wait
Yeah,
till your
rangers
long
have
rest.
spells. Dude,
So-
everyone in this
I
party
only
has
I
spellcasting.
only
Holy
have
shit.
well, I have 1 second level available and 2 first level available still. So
Okay.
Also, Chris, my level is objectively better than yours, even if yours is ever so slightly higher.
Are you at like 0.69?
I'm at 200.69.
Yeah!
nice.
I'm at 197.69. Also,
Yep,
during
it's
this
not-
session,
It's not around 200.
I got to 200 fishing.
Nice.
Can you convert to raid, please?
Yeah.
I need to jump in
All
here and
right.
complete this quest.
I think that covers everything.
Oh, thank you for the
Nice.
lovely session. Sorry we had to start a little bit late, but
Yeah,
worked out.
Oh no,
Ju-
yeah,
we got just as sidetracked as we would have anyways.
exactly. And I like ending the sessions at a appropriate point. It doesn't. That's why.
Dude, the build up to this
15.
donkey has been intense. I'm excited.
Yeah. Don't
Only
worry.
Bo could make herding mules stressful.
The fact that they are half donkey is the reason I chose them, because I
Dude.
wanted them to not to look immediately like a donkey.
Just
from
so
a
we could be
distance.
like, oh god, what if they're monsters?
Okay, well,
And then
I'm
the struggle to move them. Yeah.
gonna hop to the other Discord for raid.
Yep. So,
Shit.
see you
It's about
guys.
that
Have
time.
fun.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
I
night.
am leaving.